Hello students, we are to continue with the topic our environment. Today's point of discussion is how human activities affect the environment. We are an integral part of the environment and there is constant interactions between the environment. All the changes that happen in the environment affect us. Not only that, whatever activities we do affects the environment in turn. So it is a give and take process. Today, mainly we will be focusing on two aspects, that is depletion of ozone and waste disposal. Now, what is ozone? Ozone is a triatomic oxygen molecule. It is found only in the upper layers of the atmosphere, especially in the stratosphere. It is a deadly poison and it helps to protect the Earth's atmosphere from the dangerous ultraviolet radiations emitted by the sun. Now let us see what are the differences between oxygen and ozone. Oxygen is a diatomic molecule while ozone is a triatomic molecule. Oxygen is found even in the lower layers of the atmosphere while ozone is found only in the upper layers of the atmosphere. Ozone is a deadly poison while oxygen is essential for life. Now these ultraviolet radiations, if they enter the Earth's surface, it will cause a lot of damage to all living organisms. That means plants, animals and human beings. It causes skin cancer, damage to the retina of the eye, many kinds of allergies. Even in extreme cases, it may result in mutations. Now, how is this ozone formed? The molecule of oxygen gets split by ultraviolet radiations into free atoms of oxygen. These free atoms of oxygen then combine with a molecule of oxygen to form a triatomic molecule of ozone. Now, since 1980, the amount of ozone in the atmosphere has been depleting at an alarming rate. The reason is overuse of certain chemicals such as CFCs and aerosols. The full form of CFC is chlorofluorocarbons. It is used especially in refrigerators, air conditioners, in deodorants, and even in fire extinguishers. Aerosols are used in jet planes. Now, the UNEP, that is the United Nations Environment Program, it was able to forge an agreement in 1987 to freeze the CFC production at the 1986 levels. Now, recently you might have heard in the TV, because of the lockdown, the ozone layer has been improving. And in standard 9, we had already studied that there is a hole created in the Antarctic region. And recently, you might have heard in the news that this hole is diminishing because during the lockdown, all the vehicles were not on the road, and the pollution rate had gone very less, and this resulted in improving the layer of ozone. So the whole size of the hole was getting smaller. Now let us discuss about waste disposal. If you visit any town or city, it is a common sight that we see heaps of garbage. What do we feel when we see that? It just stinks there. Foul smell and odor is released. Not only that, it is a breeding ground for mosquitoes, flies, which causes all kinds of diseases. And not only that, aesthetically also, it's a very bad sight. Who is responsible for this? The citizens as well as the government. Both are equally responsible. As citizens, we should have the civic sense as to how the garbage has to be disposed. Such things can be started at home. So, small steps taken at home can bring about a big change, and this will be a great step towards saving and conserving the environment. A lot of change has come about in our lifestyle. In the present day lifestyle, we use a lot of disposable items. Not only that, our way of thinking has also changed. So, we generate a lot of waste in this process. Apart from this, there are a lot of new packaging methods. All the items come variously packaged. This has also contributed a lot towards more and more waste generation. So it is high time for us to think, how can we reduce this? We need to follow certain methods so as to reduce the amount of garbage we produce, and in case we produce, how should we dispose it in such a way, and the disposal should be in such a way that it does not affect the environment. This can be done only in a sustainable manner. Now what do we mean by sustainable? It means that using what is present in nature in such a manner that the environment is preserved and conserved for the generations to come. We need to think about our next generation, and we need to save the environment and preserve it. For that, we have to focus on proper waste disposal. This is not only possible by strict rules and regulations laid down by the government. We, the citizens, have to cooperate and follow and abide with the norms, rules and regulations. Then only together we can make this earth a better place to live. In the next chapter, we will be studying about the 5 R's, which if followed to some extent, we can preserve and conserve nature. We will be discussing that in detail in chapter 16. Now, waste management and garbage disposal is a very important aspect as far as a city or town is concerned. The main aspects here are proper collection of waste, transportation of waste to areas that will not affect the place where people are living, treatment of waste, segregation of waste, recycling, etc. Only if all these things are done properly can we save the environment and save nature and keep our city or town clean and neat. Let us all, as students and teachers, do our best towards this so that we make this earth a better place for all the fellow citizens to live. Thank you.